I'm Sean. This is my Necron army. These ones are monoliths. They're 200 points each. Their main purpose is to siege their way into the battlefield while soaking up a lot of shots. These ones are my destroyers. They are my jump infantry. They're my fast unit, and basically their idea is to fire up at flanks, and so they could take them down. They also have heavy destroyers, so they have a better anti-tank capability. So these ones are called the Scarabs. Their main purpose is to chew down some front armor values of the tanks. They're also swarmy, so they can hide into cover and be really hard to be shot down. So these are my Necron warriors. I have 6 squads of 5. Basically, their main idea is to fire at the units in mid-ground while holding up to objectives. And the reason there's 6 squads of 5 is if I lose a unit, I don't really care so much. But I still have 5 other squads that are ready to go out there and fight. This guy right here is my Canoptic Spider. His main objective is to produce another body for my Scarab squad we saw earlier. And also he's also another speed bump to see 2 close combat units that try to get into my lines. Another plus for him that is he could take out tanks. This is the Satan Shard. The model that I'm using for him is the Deceiver, because Deceiver was kind of used a lot before the new codex came out. He's about 250 points, but he has 2 abilities that allow him to help me out a lot. His first ability is the Transdimensional Thunderbolt. It's basically a medium range last cannon, and so I can take out some tanks that are coming towards me. Another thing that he has is called the Sworn Spirit Dust, and what that allows him to do is stay in cover and get a better cover save than what he would normally get. He's also the other monstrous creature I have in the army, so he's able to be speed bumps to those close combat units that come in. Last but not least, this is my Necron Overlord. He's kind of kitted up a bit. He has a Staff of Light, which he's carrying right now. Mind Shackle Scarabs, so he could take control of one of my enemy units when they go in close combat with him. Semi-Metro Weave, so he has a 2+ armor save. A Resurrection Orb, so instead of coming back up on a 5+, he comes back on a 4+. Because when Necrons die, they get back up. He also has a Tachyon Arrow, but it's a 1-shot, strength 10 AP 1-shot, which could devastate almost anything, or does nothing at all. But it's just a good idea just to have it, in my opinion. And his main idea is to be with my warrior squads, and what happens is he's also a Pharaon, so his ability allows him to give all my warriors relentless, so they could move around and still shoot all their weapons. This is my Necron army. Let's see how they blast down Ian's Chaos Demons.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Ian. This is my Chaos Demon army. I mainly use this to crush Marines and every other codex out there because my Chaos Demons are awesome. Alright, so I'll go ahead and get started with the Demon Princes. First one, right over here. We got 205 points with a Instrument of Chaos, Bold as Zinch, and Demonic Flight. And the other 2 Demon Princes have Mark as Zinch, Bold as Zinch, Demonic Gaze, and Demonic Flight. Their whole goal is to just come in, hit hard, and hit fast. Next up, we got the troops of the army. We'll go ahead and get started with the 2 squads of Bloodletters. They're just 10-man squads, 160 points, and they're really good for close combat, as well as just clearing enemies off of objectives. Just because since they all have power weapons, they're able to just slice through anything that has armor 3. Next, we have 2 squads of Pink Horse. One squad is nominated by this one right over here, has a Bold as Zinch, and it's 180 points just for that one squad. It's 10 of them. Bold as Zinch allows them to be able to do lots and lots of shooting, which is something a little something that this army kind of lacks. But we also have another squad of Pink Horrors with a Bold as Zinch, as well as the Changeling. So, and the Changeling just is, I thought it was a really awesome thing just because it sounded like it'd be really fun. Next after the troops, we got the elites of the army. For the elites, they're both exactly the same loadouts. They're 2 squads of 5 Fiends of Slanesh. Each one has an Unholy Strength, which is the red themed, so I can actually nominate that one model in close combat. They're awesome because they're beasts and they wreck face. And they're both 160 points. It's kind of like the Bloodletters for point values, but they're very, very effective at what they do. We finish off with Kairos, the Fate Weaver, just because he really brings the army together in the fact that of everything survives a lot longer with him around. The only thing is you gotta be really thinking on how you want to put his placing. Not only that he's a very support unit, he's also really good at just taking out tanks with shooting and just wrecking face.
Everything wrecks face.
Everything wrecks face. Just because Chaos Demons. That's what they do. Thank you for looking at the Chaos Demons and checking it out. We'll see how they do against Sean's Necrons in the battle report coming. As they quake in fear, Chaos shall rule supreme.